Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back. Well, no, not welcome back. Look, okay, I had another account. Um, if some of y'all know who I am, hold on, how did I forget my name? I was Monkey VR with the drawing of the monkey with a VR headset on it. Yeah, that was me, but I got my account banned for some reason. So, this is gonna be my first video on this new account. So, today we are gonna be reacting to a talking hat. And I don't know which one to do. I'm just gonna do the most recent one. The most painful gym death ever.
Do you need a
Let's get
free
to
and
it.
easy way to capture your
Oh
gameplay?
my gosh!
Introducing Outplayed.
Shut
Record anything on your PC.
The barbell incident. It was the early hours of a Tuesday morning in St. Charles,
Alright.
Missouri. The gym was entirely silent, and it was the kind of silent that only came when the world outside was asleep. At around 2:50 a.m., a young 23-year-old woman would be the only one in the gym finishing what should have been just another workout. She was a paramedic, the kind of person used to helping people, saving lives, and bringing the injured to safety. The woman would step into a Smith
Hold up.
machine and rack weight onto its barbell.
Hold up. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm dirty minded. I'm sorry.
Injured to safety. The woman would step into a Smith machine and rack weight onto its barbell, and then she began squatting it. The only issue was that the weight was too much for her. In the middle of her set, she began struggling. She tried hard to re-rack the weight, but no matter how
Mm. Look at that face. Oh dang, I accidentally skipped. Hold up. I didn't know what happened. Let's see.
go up. Then, in an instant, her legs gave out. She lost balance and the heavy bar dropped with no spotter to catch it. The machine pinned her down, trapping her beneath the crushing weight. And unfortunately, since she was the only one in the gym, nobody was around to hear or see
She got folded like an omelet.
her struggle. For nearly half an hour, she laid pinned and crushed under the pressure of the weight before another gym member finally walked in and found her. But by then, it was already too late. The member tried to help and called 911, but by the time paramedics arrived, they couldn't do anything for her. Her co-workers at the Christian hospital remembered her as vibrant, full of energy, and always lighting up the room with her smile. But that promise, that brightness, was extinguished in a freak accident that lasted only seconds. Even in a place meant for health and strength, danger can hide in plain sight. If you're more, others claim that it makes their triceps. Many argued that powders like these shouldn't be sold on shelves if in it. May this woman's soul rest in peace. The leg press incident.
Don't ask
8
when I'm
years
playing
ago,
in the
in
black
Vadodara,
background.
India, a middle-aged man walked inside of a gym for what should have been a normal workout. He moved from
Alright,
one
let's
exercise to
continue.
another until he finally settled in front of the leg press machine, a piece of equipment built to test and improve raw lower body strength. The man began racking weight onto the machine until it was fully loaded with plates stacked heavy on both sides. Ahmad climbed in, positioned his back against the pad, and began pressing. At first, everything seemed fine. Surprisingly, as his legs pushed the machine, the estimated 1,000 to 1,400 pounds he was leg pressing actually moved. But then came the
Ooh.
moment of truth, re-racking the load. He tried to lock the machine, and began struggling. In an instant, his legs buckled. The massive weight came crashing down, snapping his left leg backwards with a sickening crack.
Oh, I can just feel that pain just him talking about it. Oh my god.
The gym floor filled with screams as people rushed toward the
So
mangled machine, the horror of the injury plain for everyone to see. But, by
Lord have
some
mercy.
miracle, the man survived. Nonetheless, the leg press still had done its damage. It had left him with a horrible, gruesome injury.
Hey, at least he survived. At least he didn't get folded like an omelet.
And a
Like
lesson
the
that
other
would haunt
girl.
him forever. Don't ego
I need
lift.
help.
It's not worth your legs. The shake incident. It
The
was the end of
shaking.
New Year's Eve in Wales. An aspiring musician and fitness enthusiast had completed his day and decided to finish the night off by preparing a protein shake to drink. As you could guess, this was something he had done countless times before. But this time, he would try something new, because after all, it was New Year's. His friend recommended that he add a specific powder into his shake, and excited to test it out, the man put a teaspoon of the powder into his drink, blended it, and began drinking it. And then, nothing happened. The drink was just a little bitter, and so he sent a text message to his friend complaining about its taste, but other than that, he was fine. Then the man went to sleep to end his night. Unfortunately, he wouldn't live to see the next morning. You see, the powder the man put in his protein shake was just caffeine. But it wasn't the regulated kind that you'd find in your Starbucks coffee. It was pure, raw caffeine.
What? Hold up. There's different kinds of caffeine? Am I dumb? Or I never paid attention in class? When did that existed? I need to start paying attention.
He only put just a teaspoon of it into his drink, which doesn't necessarily sound that bad.
Okay, that's crazy.
That is, until you realize that one of those teaspoons was equivalent to 70 cans of Red Bull, and he just gulped it down in one sitting. The man shot up awake in a cold sweat. Almost immediately, his body began revolting. His heart was pounding violently, his vision became blurry, and his chest began constricting as if an anaconda was wrapped around him. He raced to the bathroom and began vomiting. His system had been overloaded with a stimulant so powerful that there was essentially nothing that could be done to stop it. Within seconds, he collapsed to the ground, hitting his head on the floor and going into cardiac arrest. Later on in the morning, his parents would find him cold on the floor and fall into a panic. They called 911 and paramedics rushed to his home, but there was nothing they could do. The cause of the tragedy was later revealed to be the simplicity of one mistake. The scoop he used to measure the caffeine powder was actually meant for protein, not for a fine, potent stimulant. This incident sparked up a huge controversy over the ethics of making something this dangerous as accessible as it was.
So you're
Many
telling
argued
me
that powders...
a teaspoon of that pure caffeine is like 57 Red Bulls? How many ounces of the Red Bull? Because there's different ounces. Which ounce?
like these shouldn't be sold on shelves if such a tiny mistake could come with such a costly consequence. The death grip incident. The death grip is a risky form
Okay, that sounds scary. That sounds scary.
of
might be on
holding
the
a
go ahead.
barbell. When you pick up the weight for bench press, instead of wrapping your thumb around the bar and securing it in place, some gym goers remove their thumbs and place them to the side. People say that
Why the fuck do you do that? That's dumb!
this way of bench pressing helps them focus on pushing the weight more. Others claim that it makes their triceps activate. Nonetheless, it's a stylistic way of benching that is extremely dangerous. And on a Monday, at a gym in Ankeny, Iowa, a 22-year-old student at Iowa State University would find this out the hard way. The weights clanged, the music thumped, and lifters pushed themselves through the grind. For this young man, the bench press was just another part of his normal routine. It was something that he had done countless times before. That day, he made sure to fully load the bar to 315 pounds in an attempt to beat his PR max. With the plates 3 on each side, this was the kind of weight that demands respect. The man laid back and gripped the bar, but in
Yeah, his chest is about to get mutilated.
order to really focus on doing his absolute best in this bench press, he switched his normal grip to a death grip, then unracked it. He took a deep breath, and for a moment, everything seemed normal. But before he could even attempt to bench the weight, in an instant, his grip gave way. The barbell slipped from his hands. The full 315 pounds came crashing down across his jaw, neck, and...
Bro! Why is his face built like that? They did my bro dirty.
his hands. The full 315 pounds came crashing down across his jaw, neck, and chest with unstoppable force. The sound echoed through the gym as lifters rushed toward him. Massive internal injuries were already done. His spotter and bystanders fought to pull the bar off, but the damage was irreversible. The man was rushed to the hospital, but despite everything doctors tried, he passed away from his injuries. His coach later said, "He was lifting weights, something I did with him 1,000 times." But that's the cruel truth of the bench press. It doesn't take recklessness, only a second of misfortune. I hit the gym frequently, and I won't lie, I usually find myself using a death grip whenever I'm doing bench press. But the truth is, No lift is worth your life. Always use a safe grip. Have a spotter and never gamble with 300 pounds of steel. The gym should build you up, not bury you. May this man's soul rest in peace. The
May they
dumbbell
all rest in peace.
Are you a Roblox
Bro,
fanatic?
I don't care
Microsoft
about
Rewards
Roblox.
is a
I
brand
hate
new way
Roblox.
for you to earn
I
digital
got
gift
brain
cards
rot.
incident. It was a late evening inside a small gym in Medapalli, Telangana. The clients had finished their
I'm
training,
down with the
the weights
heartbeat.
were racked, and the silence was broken only
How
by the
long
clink
we
of
in this?
iron.
We got 7, 6. No, don't. Hold on, I gotta close my door. I don't want my mom hearing me yell. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hold on, I gotta recap that. I use my fingers, alright? And I'm in the 6th grade. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 4 more minutes.
As a 34-year-old trainer and owner cleaned up his facility. But then, out of nowhere, the calm was shattered. 3 men walked into the facility, and for some odd reason, an argument broke about between the two parties. As the feud reached a boiling point, without warning, one of the men grabbed a heavy dumbbell and drove it into his face, instantly obliterating the man's head. The men began smashing the trainer's body.
Oh, bro, they ganging up! Oh my god! Bro! Hold up. I just gotta play it. Bro, that's crazy! And yes, I do play Miami Hotline.
With dumbbells,
Hotline Miami,
striking his
whatever.
chest again and again, with each blow being more devastating than the last. The trainer's body was left on the ground, and the place that he had once built to help people improve their bodies and strength now became his final battleground. The assailants fled immediately after, but luckily they were caught by the gym's security camera as they disappeared into the night. The man was rushed to a nearby hospital, but the injuries were too severe. Doctors fought to save him, but he succumbed during treatment. Investigators believe the motive may have been personal, a suspected love affair, or twisted grudge. Something definitely not worth a human life. The tanning incident.
Were they caught?
On a quiet Friday evening, a
Tanning?
39-year-old Indianapolis
What can happen when you're tanning? I know you can get skin cancer. Look, I can't talk today. But,
man walked into a Planet Fitness on Hardigan Street. He checked in, went about his routine, and got ready to leave after finishing everything he needed to finish. But before he left, he decided to make a quick stop in the gym's tanning bed.
My dad told me to go in one of these, and I said no. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I thought he was like saying like in the sun, but no.
To give his skin a nice finish.
Hold up. I keep on hearing this story. I think it's made up. Someone apparently melted the skin in it. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely fake. Drop in the comments if it's real or fake. I don't know.
It was quick. The man hopped into the tanning bed and was blasted by tanning lights for 10 minutes, left the gym, went back home, and slept happily ever after. Except that's not what happened. You see, the man's car was left parked in the gym's lot. It never left. And his family became extremely worried when he didn't return home for a day. One day turned into 3 days, and before you knew it, the truth finally came out. The man struggled with an addiction that I can't mention on YouTube. It's speculated that the man had consumed some of the substance before slipping into the tanning bed.
Oh, drugs.
And while the machine tanned his skin, he quickly realized that he had consumed too much of the illegal substance. He began convulsing while trying to escape the tanning bed, but it would be to no avail. For 3 whole days, the man would remain stuck inside with his body trapping the energy from the device's UV lights, causing him to become disfigured. Finally, a staff member of the Planet Fitness discovered his body locked inside of the tanning bed. He had been there since Friday.
Okay, I know it's kind of late. So, maybe some people don't remember this. Why does he look like the alien that was found in Mexico? Hold up. Let me get it up. Don't ask why I have so many tabs. Where is it? Tell me why he looks like that! Oh my, what's the difference? What's the difference?
Friday, alone, silent, and hidden in plain sight. Authorities were immediately called when they found him, and by the time police and investigators pieced it together, questions were everywhere. Why did it take so long for someone to find him? Why did no alarms go off? And was it really just the substance he consumed that caused him to become stuck in the tanning bed? His mother later confirmed he had been struggling with an addiction, but she still remembered him as the kindest person with the softest heart. The gym is where you shape yourself into the best
that's
version
sad.
of who you can be. It's a place that builds not only strength, but also health and happiness. But none of that matters without safety. Safety always comes first. Train with a spotter when you can, pay attention to your muscles and joints if they warn you to slow down, and never load more weight than you're truly ready to handle. With that being said, have a happy day.
Aww, look at that! Look at that! He's so cute. Alright. Alright, that's it for today. It might be a little of a pain to edit this. And you might hear a bunch of, well, when I get done editing this, there's probably gonna be a bunch of sound effects. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, because I'll be making another video about this guy. I'll be reacting to 2 videos in 1 video. So that's all. Bye. Have a happy day. And remember, God loves you.